Sanbonani, Dumelang, and welcome to yet another thought-provoking episode of Essence, which is my initials, AWS, trying to make sense of this crazy, crazy, crazy world. Today's topic is rather very controversial, rather very twani, single, tontoni. Today's topic, I wish, was an interview. I wish in an ideal world, if I could and I had the means and the ways, I wish I could interview this person, but I believe that the universe is listening and that one day is one day. We're speaking about someone that is very much misunderstood. We are speaking about someone that is very much a rebel. We are speaking about someone who has very much of a backbone. We are speaking about someone who's very creative. We're speaking about someone who's very vocal. There are many words that can introduce this human being, and I have a lot to say about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are speaking about Ntiski Mazwai today, and the question, in fact, no, we are speaking about Unontsikelelo Mazwai, when translated is mother of blessings, but I like to translate it and say she who brings blessings, and the blessings that she brings are very, it's like they are swabbering you. It's like, it's like alu, things that are healthy for you. They're not nice, but it's good for you, that type of thing. So she says blessings which I then convert to truths that then are very bitter to swallow, and I'll try and break it down and try and understand her with you, and hope that you will understand what I understand of her with me, as I'm trying to make sense and understand as to why the world hates Ntiski Mazwai, and I personally respect her a lot, because I will then break it down as we go along. But stay tuned. Before we do the things and we start put on the boxing gloves and get emotional and angry, everything, let's do a disclaimer, and then we get into the crux of things. This is Essence, and we are coming back. I'm putting there a disclaimer. Please do not come for me. Please, 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 you see me. I'm very sensitive. You see me, myself. You see, I'm a second child. You see, to my mother. You see, so now. You see, me when I was growing up, you see, I used to watch my mother, you see, supporting my sister, because, she's tall and beautiful and everything. And then my mother used to fly her to go and participate there by Shell Road to Fame, and go and do beauty contest, and she was winning beauty contest and everything. So me, I think I know what it's like to be under a shadow, when you on your own have got your own capacities, but your parents, they don't see that you need to go to Shell Road to Fame too, and that you are beautiful enough to have a designer dress. You see what I mean? So please don't come for me. I'm very sensitive, and I'm doing a topic about someone who I feel has been mistreated, because you just don't want to understand and hear her. And so please don't come for me. Please, I'm very sensitive. I'm gentle. Thank you. This is Essence. We are coming back. Welcome back. This is Essence, and yes, we are having a very spicy, controversial, bitter to swallow topic today. We are discussing Ntiski Mazwai, and the question that I am posing is, why do people hate her so much, and why do I personally respect her so much? And I will be trying to unfold as we are going on, as to why. But before I maybe Twani, list why you hate her and why I respect her, I thought, let me first reintroduce her, because I do know many know her, but maybe many don't really know her root. Many just know Ntiski Mazwai. Hashtag Ntiski Mazwai, hashtag Ntiski Mazwai, and that's it. Maybe you don't really understand what really actually I believe, not what is true or what is fact, but what really makes Ntiski Mazwai be who she is. And I believe there is absolutely nothing anyone at any point in time can be able to do to change her, because she was set up from birth. She was set up from birth, guys, and there's nothing one can do. If you don't believe me, let me tell you. Let me break it down like this. She is the daughter of Umama, the late Umama Belede Mazwai, and Dr. Tami Mazwai. Okay, according to what I've found on the internet, both parents were writers. First and foremost, both parents were writers. So already that is one motherfucker of an AK-47, a bullet you can't run away from. Firstly, because this child was taught to write, and not just write, but express herself. Okay, firstly. Then, just as she was starting to breathe and find herself, boom, she's born by the leaders of the then PAC. I don't know, but okay, no, I put it wrong. She was raised by then leaders of the PAC. It's there in the computer. You look for it. Me, I'm saying what is there, okay? So here you are. Not only can you read and write, you've got parents who are leaders in a movement of self-love, self-acceptance, togetherness, Africanness, naturalness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, you think from all of that influence, from all of that creativity, from all of that freedom of expression, from all of that, you expect Ntiski Mazwai to be quiet, to be common or normal like other people. Now you're gonna come for me and say I said everyone is common and normal. No, but you get my point. You get me, we get me. But do you want her to conform? Yes, that's the English. I'm sorry. I take back normal, I take back common. My chest is wet, so we can't go there. Please don't go there. We're not going there. And I know, though I know juice. No one's juice. You see, things that I can end up being hated for as well, because I don't want no one's juice. Anyways, so okay, here is this child, as I am saying. I'm looking at her as a child, and I am looking at her now, and I'm looking at her sisters. Okay? And I team them all together because I don't enjoy this thing of pitting people against each other when they all have their own different powers of expression and reason and purpose to be alive. Even if they are siblings or sisters or whatnot. I'm not like my siblings, and I don't want to be like my siblings, and I don't have any aspirations to be like my siblings, and I do not even have a desire to be compared to my siblings. I am me, and that is it. And I don't enjoy the whole you should be like, you should be, the type of thing. Come on, guys. Okay, so okay, I look at the sisters, all three of them, uh, self-expressive, bold, from their fashion, from their music, from their written pieces, from their bonke. There's not one amongst them who I would say is different. They are all uniquely the same but different in a beautiful way, because obviously they've had different, maybe 20 experiences of their parents and their influence over them, if ever it makes sense. But the one thing that is common: self-love, self-love, art, creativity, boldness, okay. Not afraid to stand against the tide. I mean, from the time, I can say, I'll take it away from Ntiski for 2 seconds and say, from the time that I've known Ntiski Mazwai, she made me fall in love with being Xhosa. She's the first person I've known Uguti there's color mine and dots and everything and imibhaco and all of that. But I personally, if ever there's an influencer when it comes to loving myself as a Xhosa woman, Ntiski Mazwai is the first person that made me eat self-love, if ever it makes sense. Okay. So, as I'm saying, uh, there's no way, guys, as I'm trying to give her a purpose and a reason as to why she is, so that you can understand why I respect her and why I believe you hate her, because maybe you don't understand that there's nothing that can shut her down. Absolutely nothing, because I believe she thinks. I do. I believe she reasons. I certainly do. I believe she's deep. I believe she's intelligent. And anyone, personally, who is willing to stand for whatever it is that she believes in. It can be the most silliest thing to the most wokest thing ever. Our sister is going, is gone, is coming, she's coming back. Okay, so okay, I'm even sweating, guys. I'm enjoying the sun. Yo, it's nice, it's lovely. One of the things that we enjoy as people of the sun, because we don't believe in these things that we're being told, you see, and that is the type of person that Ntiski Mazwai is. And I've lost my train of thought, but I was trying to, in this segment, I was trying to actually drive home ukuthi, I think sometimes when people speak to her, they don't understand ukuthi her name actually is not just Ntsiki, it's Nontsikelelo. And what that means is the mother of blessings. But Mina, I believe she is actually the bringer of blessings, and those blessings are bitter truths, truths that are like alu, that are quite hard to swallow. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I don't know if I've said this in other segments, but if I haven't, yeah, this is what it is. It is essence, and we are coming back to continue now giving you maybe a breakdown or a list of the things that I know she is hated for. Okay, then I will then close it with why I respect her. I'll try and keep it short today, you see, because there on my episode 6, I was talking about privilege and how we shouldn't go. Please watch, guys, episode 6, how we shouldn't take for granted and assume that everybody has got data to listen to my ramblings. So I'm going to try and keep it neat, keep it short, but please don't go away up until you get to the end of the show, because I have a mouthful to say. This is Essence, and let's do this. Let's go get some water. Welcome back. This is Essence, and yes, we are discussing a rather controversial human being, someone who's constantly on everybody's lips, and at times I believe that she may be wrong, she may be right, but I believe that media does not give her a chance to be painted in a positive light, I guess, so much that it even influences the thinking of many. And yet she's made sense in a lot of things. She's made sense even in the things that made people bitter and called her vile and called her evil and called her a hater and called her a pull me down of black excellence and called her a racist, I guess, by those that she sometimes challenges. All of these things, I feel, with time, have become unnecessary, if ever it makes sense. It's like this hate and all of that is starting now to make sense as light, and many will not come back and say, actually, you had a point there, sister. You had a point here and there and everywhere. So I thought, let me just do her due diligence, if ever that is the don't. This is not a kiss up video. It's not a I wanna hang with Ziggy, I wanna be a friend. No. I enjoy human beings that are bold and brave and are willing to challenge the system. As to how they go about it, and it makes other people uncomfortable, is absolutely not my business. But I want to break down why people then maybe become uncomfortable. You see, okay, something of that nature. Okay, we'll list together things that I say probably got Ntiski in a lot of hot water. One, stories about weaves. She's tweeted day in, day out about weaves and all of that and everything and everything. And in my head, I think there are so many other women who possibly speak about this, but maybe because they are not Ntiski Mazwai, they don't get hated. So I thought, let me uh, hook on, to something that I as well believe in, but maybe I will try and ask it in the nice way that I think maybe people want to be asked at, because it's not a lie or hate or whatnot to ask a question. Ukuthi, why are we uncomfortable with our own hair? Why are we so obsessed with having silky hair? Why are we so obsessed with having angazi, these things that you paste here with your gels and whatnot to make baby hair, wara edges? Yes, you call them edges and whatnot. Okay, I've done a video and no one came for me yet. Maybe they're still coming, but I've once done a video where I was asking Guti Kanti, am I not enough nice individual? Because I cannot keep up with the standards of what is expected of me when it comes to beauty standards. And I was not attacking the industry as to say, F you guys, wara. Now I was just saying, "Good, I can't cope and whatnot." Maybe the way I went about it can trigger thought, but in a polite way, as opposed to someone who says, if you wear a weave, you have low self-esteem. But even then, let us look at this thing called low self-esteem or low self-esteem or whatnot and whatnot. The idea that you cannot walk out of or your house or be in an open space as you are, as a human, as an individual, as a woman. The system itself has played with you. That one we can't take away. It has influenced you in such a way that you feel inadequate as a human being. So if you and don't do the whole, no, thing is like a hat and whatnot and whatnot, then why are other races not having afros? If this is a hat and we all should be aspiring to be like each other and we're all in common goal, why are the others not sourcing out our afro and putting it on their head? Because at least, yeah, when it comes to maybe, yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. When it comes to at least skin bleaching, there's common ground, because the other ones, they want a tan, they want to be brown at least. Then you want to be white like them. It's a draw, you see. But when it comes to hair, let's be honest, is it a draw? Is it a draw? Because you're the only ones that are aspiring. Do you understand? The other children, they look at your hair and they give you relaxers, they give you anything so that they don't look at your hair. From the time we were schooled in school, they hated our hair to an extent that we used to go to schools where, Catholic schools where girls were forced to shave their hair and not even have their hair on. That's how much hate and disgust there is towards African hair. And then you think ngokuthina we are going to all agree to put on something to hide it. Let it make them discomfortable and uncomfortable or whatever. It is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It was created like this, and I'm not going to burn it with some chemicals. I'm not going to hide it. It is what it is. So why do we hate Ntiski Mazwai? Why? Have I said anything that is offensive, or have I just pointed out that the system is making you hate yourself? The same system that did it there by the Clicks advert, where me, I haven't forgotten. Maybe you guys have forgotten. If you remember that Clicks advert, you'll understand. The same system that hates you there by H&M made a child look like a monkey. But anyways, point of the matter, we move on, okay? Then another thing that has made Ntiski trend a lot is when she comes for celebrities, and when it comes to how they are used as fronts for alcohol. I can say this now, not afraid, because it's not alleged. You can see it blankly. It is there. They all claim to own and own and own. Next thing, they're fighting the manager, this one, that one. I'm trying to put it in simple English. Maybe Ntiski was putting it in very complicated English. It sounded like hate. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking if I put it in simple English, it's going to, make sense. Because I'm looking at it now. There's one fighting manager there. fighting this one, fighting the agent, fighting the what, fight for something that they had claimed to own. And she had said, they are being France. And then you said she's a hater of black excellence. Where is that black excellence now when the contracts are ending? People are being dropped like hot potatoes. It doesn't matter how powerful or how influential they were. Your celebrities, they've been dropped like hot potatoes. At least Yena, she's still standing on the ground of the things she said, even then. And no one's dropping her. If anything, you don't have the audacity or the politeness or the humility to apologize and say, actually, Ntiski, you had a point there. These people are playing us. The oppressor has got us. I'm just saying. But anyways, okay, that is another one. She's hated, I would say, mostly by men because she's a big sister when it comes to GBV, when it comes to she's a voice when it comes to women. And I'll give you a clean example. She tweeted about, for instance, the you guys, I've got flu, but I've got to do this thing and I've got to finish it. I'm sorry for the coughs. Excuse me. At least I can't give you my gems over the camera. But I have to finish it. I'm even sweating and I'm excited because then that means at least something is coming out of my body and the sun is doing what it needs to do. Mustn't be blocking it and putting things on it. The vitamin D must do the things. You see. Okay. So okay. Bantasi, I was saying, yo, ISIS, Siswako is going through the most. Now it's starting to look disgusting, this thing of me using hands when I can, you know. You asana but siyafuta sifutanyelanga. Okay. I'll give you an example, guys. So okay, it was in the for particularly Queen Bee. I know Gucci, there's always this thing, Gucci, Ntiski doesn't want Queen Bee, Ntiski doesn't like Queen Bee. Ntiski can be very objective when it comes to Queen Bee. Funny enough, she can be very objective because if Queen Bee is being hurt or abused or whatnot, she's the voice. If Queen Bee is being exploited and whatnot, she's still the voice. However, when she's pointing out such things, she looks like she's a hater and whatnot. Kantiana, she was trying to protect her sister, saying, hey, Pasop, these ones, they never liked us. And they never will. They just like our beauty and our talent and they use it. And then they leave us hooked on drugs and we die poor, basically. You understand? Okay, fine. To prove she can be really objective. I remember when Queen Bee herself was hated by the world because she had taken AKA from Uzindle. And then the world hated her. You called her, you slut-shamed her and did everything. She came back and said, actually, it's in the papers. Go look it up. It's in the newspapers, not me. I found it today. And Viva Ntiski Mazwai, Viva sisters, I don't care. They can go there and go and even hate me. I've even seen whenever I retweet or do anything that's got to do with Ntiski Mazwai, I lose followers. I'm willing to be at that point where I lose everything because she, as a human being, she's willing to lose everything for you. For people of Africa, for your skin, for your right to love yourselves, to accept yourselves, for you to drop the act, because this act is putting us in trouble, and now we are being exposed that we are fake. You see, okay. So okay, as I was saying, she, as people were slut shaming her and whatnot, she came back powerfully and she said, guys, actually, AKA no euphonic. This is what she said. Please don't come for me. It's in the newspapers. We used Ubonang for fame. Do you understand? Nina, you're busy. Here. Yena, she protected her sister. Her own sister. The same sister that you think she hates. She protected her and said she was being used by these men. If anything, she's great because they used her. Do you understand? That is the type of old sister me I would love to have, Shem. I proudly so. If there's a sister I want to keep forever until I go and join the Josses, her name is Ntiski Mazwai. Because I know, should anything happen to me, anything, I am sure of it, I can DM her and she will do something. Why? Because she is selfless when it comes to human beings. That is what I believe. But as fine, I'm still going to try and unpack it and then we're going to close it. This is Essence. This is Essence, and yes, we are talking a controversial queen, a hero that I personally wish Uguti one day, because I know Uguti, the system, media, and everything that is oppressor influenced or oppressor designed or oppressor tonton or still part of the colonial system and or whatever, man. You know these things. You went to school, I didn't, but you know anything that is under that bracket there. And she questions. She's a hero, you see, and she'll be hated, you see. And now when my children, which is my grandchildren and all of that, they read about her. They'll be reading all these things and they won't get this opinion. So I thought to myself, they deserve to know ukuthi actually lalike lakhona iqhawekazi, igorhakazi, umfazi ongoyikiyo ukulamba. A woman who is not afraid to starve for her truth. A woman who has been alienated financially by the same system because of her voice. And she is willing to be that person and not be censored. Here is where me and Ntiski Mazwai differ. That is why I respect Ntiski Mazwai. Me, if Danone can call me today, Danone Yogurt, and say, remove that YouTube channel giving you $1 million, girl, let's start again. There's a possibility, me. I will forget all truth and reasoning and everything and take the money. But Ntiski Mazwai, I know she will look at the contract and she will see, will it gain the people or will it take away from the people? And if it takes away from the people, I'm of the opinion. I am of the opinion she would reject it. I don't know, okay, in terms of how hungry and desperate she can become as a human being. You understand? To sell out like our politicians, you know, with their whiskeys, yeah, Makos, and everything else. That is the truth. Can't run away. Okay, so guys, the reason why I respect her is the fact that she is willing to starve, the fact that she shows her face and is known. Okay. Me, I'm a coward, me. Chicken, coward. I speak, I fight with this voice. There is absolutely zero power here. I can't even hold a fist. Do you understand? The one time, if ever you will see me fight, you will see me fight when my friend Bonnie is around. You see, the one I will hold a chicken and I did an interview with on episode 7, my friend Chomi, that one, Mkomboti, mother of Umpem, Ginger, mother of Umpem, Mkomboti. Yeah, when I'm with that one, you will know I go half, like a dog. Then I hide under her skirt. Then Yana, she's ready. Well, she's a warrior. She's Naya. That's another human who is willing to die for her truth. She shows her face. She's willing to leave her children for it. She's willing to say, Vukani mzomyam. You know, that type of thing. So I have respect for women like that. And so I'm looking at Ntiski again. I'm thinking she's very small, judging from photos. I've met her once or twice at to say I met her, it makes it intimate and personal. No, I got a chance to observe and see her and just introduce. You know, she was polite. Hello, Ntiski Mazwai, I'm Ati, and you know, and that's it. So I can't say I've met her, but I've observed. She's more or less my body size, petite and whatnot. But she can how there on Twitter and then wake up in the morning and go to the same community that she was howing with, and she's got no fear, no hiding, doesn't hide her profile, doesn't hide and don't. She's willing to take a bullet by the way she's doing things, because kaloku, you know, Krisani, they take away the ones, you know, they'll take away the Bantu because you know, and then they leave the ones they can use, you know, the system. Okay, usually the ones they can't use, they eliminate. And she knows that fact because she was raised political. She was raised by people who understand the enemy. So she still goes out and shows her face. Me, I can't go show my face anywhere and everywhere. I don't fight anywhere and anyhow, unless I am saying I got a bodyguard. Either my husband is with me or Uboni is with me. Then you will see the girl from the start. Otherwise, shame. You say, "Sisin zokushaya ngithi bhuti sorry, bengasho njalo. I was just, I apologize," and it's like that. That is the type of gwala I am, and that is the opposite of a human she is. So, not only is she willing to starve, she's willing to die because she shows her face to even the men that she challenges who hate her. Okay. Then, she's even willing to not even conform to your standards. When you say, agagezi, unjani, I don't know, she's yanuka, I don't know what it is. Where does this thing come from? I'm not too sure if it comes from that DJ that was called the other one, Hlanyo. I'm not sure, but I think it comes from him. I'm not sure. But if it came from him, let's look at all his type of women. Is that a picture of women that abahlambayo, and because everyone else does not conform to that standard, therefore that's bona abahlambi? It's an insult, because it's also insulting me, because I'm not willing to conform. Just because I play around with a bit of lipstick and a bit of mascara, I shame. That's it. This is it. Nothing. See, I can't, because anyways. So, what other reasons? Why do I respect Ntiski Mazwai? I respect her because, as I said, anyway, you Hashem, the devil is a liar. Excuse me, guys, as I said. I am sweating. Come out, flu, come out, siyafuta. So, I respect her for that. I think those are the main ones. Those are the big ones, because we are living in times where people are selling out, guys. They are telling us to go and get juice that is possibly killing people, but because they've been given money, they're not even doing any research. They're going just to take the juice and all of that. So we're living in a time where there's so much influence, man. There's so much influence, there's so many lies, and we take it. If you don't believe me, I can take a packet of sweets now and open it in front of you and eat it. The minute I do that, you will feel or crave, if ever you like sweets. That is influence. That is, we live in a time where everywhere, on your phone, on your television, you are being, and you need people who are not to sometimes say, hey, Vugani, we are Shumuzi. Come on, guys. Do you see Stellenbosch? Do you see White Monopoly Capital? Do you? And those people we don't like, because they are taking us from our comfort zone, because we don't want to fight, because we don't want to lose material, we don't want to lose the stature, we don't want to lose our positions and whatnot. And if we don't, then that's fine. Then let's support the ones who are brave, guys. Let's support the ones who are brave. Let's give them fire. Let's say more fire. Let's say do it. Go for it. Do you understand? If we can't in ourselves, because I understand most people, they are afraid of their employers. Why the fact that you are even afraid of your employer to tell them the truth about themselves says a lot. Do you understand? But we're not there. So those are the reasons why I believe, I think I respect her more than anything, is that Liko Chagas, in this time and age, she's going to be hated and purported in a wrong way. And I wish one of my grandchildren, or even just one person in the future, 20, 30 years from now, when she's being Miss Tontoned like all the other queens that came to liberate us, the ones who said Vugani bo kuyamoshagal, those ones who are then told made to look like demons and you see. So I need my granddaughters to at least see ugogo umakhulu, me myself said there was once Gochagas in our lifetime. You see, they did it there by Mama Winnie, and they kind of almost killed a spirit. I'm asking, guys, that we don't do the same to Ntiski Mazwai. And I'm not putting them in the same tone, but I'm also saying she's a woman who's not afraid. Oh yes, another thing that she's not afraid to do is to stand up and say, I want to be a female leader. That boldness is needed. And for her to say it, guys, don't insult her. No, she's not being trying to pompous or arrogant. She's saying, I am ready to be a female leader. Why? Because here it is. One, I stand up for the voiceless. I am there by the courts, by the marches, by the what. Women are being beaten. I am there. I am a voice. People died in KZN. She's the only person in my timeline, only person who said anything about more than 400 people dying in KZN. But today, there was so much discussion about a child who shot someone in America. And I'm not saying it's not painful, but I'm saying we lost 400 souls here in South Africa and no one moved. And then that is the reason why you need people like Ntiski Mazwai. And even me, I'm putting myself there now, because you know what? We need these voices, these objective voices, the ones who don't say, hurrah, hurrah, we are all going down. When we watch people marching to Sentin for a man who was shot in America and not shot, put a foot here in America and he died there. But you've got videos of Marikan. When did you stand up? When did you stand up for your own? Like, you even have a president who's linked to that matter. When did you stand up for your own? I'm not saying he is the cause or whatnot, because I don't have the evidence and I don't have the money to tackle him. But I'm just saying that his name, it appears, Akir, even if I don't have the evidence, it appears somewhere, somewhat. I think I'm going to close it and say, be careful. Be careful whose side you are standing on. Because usually, the ones that you hate, the ones who tell you to love yourselves, the ones who tell you to accept yourselves, the ones who's telling you to enjoy your own languages, the ones who are telling you to start planting your own food, go hiking, ground yourselves, they may sound mad, but they're the ones that you really need in this lifetime. And that is why I personally am willing to put my entire reputation on the line and say, I respect Ntiski Mazwai. And I wish my children get to read about her. I really do. Because even your political movements, zonke. Right now, we have a case of a young woman who was being abused and then murdered. I don't want to use the name, but let me use the name. I don't like writing on people's death and all of that and the hashtags, but because I think it's important. Justice for Hlehli. What have your political leaders said? What have your female political leaders said when DJs are raping women? What have your political leaders said when abefundis are raping women? What have they ever said? And you once came for her when she said something controversial about the ANC Women's League. Go look it up. I don't have the words to repeat it. But I can say one thing. When she tweeted that tweet, I personally myself high-fived her because I thought the same. It's just I didn't have the guts to post it. Hence I say, bathandeni aba banikhumbuza ibani ngobani. Aba bathi ziqhenyeni ubani ngobani. One of them, Ligorhakazi, her name is Ntiski Mazwai. This is Essence, and it has been, for me, a moment to say to a human that I know will never get much love from those who could actually influence the ones who can then understand who she really is. I respect you, my darling. I love you. More fire, more love, more boldness. Fight the good fight, sis. Fight the good fight. Uliqhawe. Uyilambele le ndlela, and you put your life on the line for le ndlela. Aluta continua. Spiritus kamamubelede, may it multiply and multiply. I've never been so proud of a child of a mother like I am of Ntiski Mazwai. Thank you.